It's just, if you're a group of friends and I'm with one friend, yeah. If I'm in a group of friends though, and one friend is leaving, and I freak out and say, "Oh, I'm alone now," what does that say to the rest of my friends? That I don't like them as much as this friend, which is probably the case. I mean, I care about you more, you care about me more, but we're still a crew. We're still a group. You just need to, now I'm gone, and you need to work with that group, with the same group that you were with, and everybody's on the same page, so.
But I always wanted to do that. It's just you leaving is so
I
hard for
know,
me.
but it's a twist in the road. It's the way it works. It's a fork in the road. It sucks. It's not, anyone wants it. No one wants it. But it's the way that it has to go. It's the way it works. So it's okay. I've accepted it. It's fine. You know, it's the way this goes.
Well, I apologize if it looked like I was campaigning against
It's fine.
but it wasn't.
Okay, then you weren't. Okay, then I got the misimpression. I
didn't mean it that way.
Okay,
me asking
that's fine.
about that, I'm sorry.
No,
Like,
I don't take it that way. Listen, I told you, it's totally fine. And even if you were, look at me, I'm looking at you, I'm not lying to you. Even if you were, it's okay, it's a game. If this is the real world and you were trying to like shit talk me to somebody else, then it wouldn't be okay. But it's not. At the end, it doesn't change anything for me with you. The relationship I have with you is real. And I love you, okay? You're amazing. And at the end of this, we're still gonna be friends. Regardless of, even if I know you didn't do
You're
anything.
gonna be more my friend.
Absolutely, so don't stress. And don't think that I don't care. I'm saying things to you as a friend. I'm not saying things to you in gameplay.
So can you just tell me one thing? Because I would tell you. Did they tell you that they were annoyed with me?
What's
Please
that?
tell me
No,
the truth.
they did not say that they were annoyed with you.
They said, though, that...
No, they just said, no, not at all. They just said, they found it weird that you kept saying you were alone, and they were wondering if that meant you didn't think that that you could trust them anymore. And I said, no, she still trusts you, okay? She just is upset about me leaving, and she is worried about that, okay? I was backing you up in that regard too. All right? There's nothing you need to worry about. Just get John out of this fucking house. Get Adele out of this fucking house. Get Heather out of this fucking house. Use the team to do that, okay? And don't turn your back on Allison, and don't turn...
I won't turn my back on
I know, but don't...
At first, I told her even. I even told her I didn't think I could trust her. I think she was working with the other side. I told her so many things. And now I know I won't, and I'm never gonna do that. I'm not gonna turn my back on her for you.
If you don't, you'll be able to work together.
I won't turn my back on her.
Okay, good. Well, I'm just saying.
Even when
I'm not saying you will.
Even when I was pissed off and I didn't like the fact that you were with her and it might have screwed our alliance, what was I telling you? I like her.
Yeah.
That's the thing that sucks. Yes or no?
So now, don't be all stressed. It's gonna be a shitty situation for everybody that is sad to see me go, you know, whatever. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm okay with it. Sucks. I've said it in the DR, I've said it everywhere. It's either you or me, and you know, I love you, and it would hurt me more to see you go and me stay.
House guests, please stop talking about production.
And it's just a shitty situation from whatever end. Of course I want to stay in the game, of course I want to keep playing, because it just like anybody else, you know? So I won't lie about that. I mean, we both want to, but I'm okay with the fact that I'm not going to. It's really clear that, you know, John, Adele, Heather, Netta, they all want me gone as much as they can possibly want it. And so it is what it is, and that's the clear cut, you know, route that it's gonna go. I'm okay with it. I just want, when I leave, that you guys don't lose your heads and just keep your head, you know, keep your sights.
My head is Arlie, Kenny, Sarah, me, Allison, and Rochelle.
Yeah.
Okay, but those are my first 4 priorities.
Yeah, good, do it.
Allison and Rochelle, don't worry, I'm not gonna leave her.
It's okay, listen, I know, so don't. That's just my advice to you. I'm not accusing you that you will.
No, but I
know.
really won't.
I believe you. Just stay strong with that, and you got nothing to worry about. But, no, don't apologize.
I could hear the people in the walls as soon as you left. They're like,
oh, really?
Really?
scattering to
That's
find you.
freaking hilarious.
I'm gonna be called in soon. Yeah.
But yeah, like, yeah, don't let things like this. You're right. This is what they want. This is what they want us to turn against each other or whatever. Um, you know, I thought there might be the desire for me to stay today, and I thought it was worth looking into because if I just give up, roll over, and that's kind of shitty way. But I think that whatever avenues are explored, I think John's a lying piece of shit, and he's gonna lie everywhere to everyone at every opportunity, whatever he thinks suits him best. So, it was because of a conversation that he came to me 2 days ago at the sleepover, and I was sitting on the couch with Allison, and I said I was there, and he comes up and he's like, so where your head's at? I'm like, oh, I don't know. Looks like I'm going home. And he's like, well, why do you say that? And I say, well, like, you didn't use the veto on me, so it's pretty clear that you want me to go home. And, then I just don't really have the numbers. And he's like, and I'm like, and you'll see this conversation for sure. And I'll be like, and I'm fighting against my best friend in the house, who I'm not willing to campaign against. And that's that. And it's a shitty situation to be in. And he's like, well, you don't necessarily know that you don't have my vote. If you can get the fifth man, then, I can sway Netta and blah, blah, blah. And Allison was right there. And everything was caught on video. And the words in my mouth were, you know what, John, if you want to do the footwork and you can get the fifth person, then that's fine. But I'm not going to put in the effort to do that because Sabrina's my best friend, and that's that. And I draw my line there. And you can see it. That's it. And the only time where nothing's changed nothing changed in that, and the way that I feel, just after
being poked in there. Did that have a lot to do with it?
Yeah. Well, it was like, are you giving up and this and that, and I'm like, and then I started thinking, I'm like, hey, well, should I? And I asked, I just asked outright, who do you think? And it was just, it's like, they look at us. It's a team divided, right? So. For Sarah, Kenny, and Arlie, they don't want to pick between you and me. They love us both the same, and that's that. So it's just, I guess they would have, best way to describe it is they think I deserved just as much a chance to fight for it as you did. And, I think the extent of my fighting was talk to John. John went right to you guys, spilled a bunch of shit about, and bad-mouthing too, because there was never once where I would have cut you down in any way, and no way that I would have go against you outright. Just like, that is just the way that it is. I would never say anything defamating about you because I don't feel that way in any way. I care about you. You'll see. Like, I love you. I would never say anything bad. Now, would I say everything that's bad about John and Adele and Heather and Netta? Yeah, I haven't stopped. So, it's a little bit different.
You see, it's things like this where I feel alone. Because I know you would never do that to me. You need. I don't mean that I'm alone.
I know, but you need to, use this as a life.
My hands are sweating.
It's okay, use this as a life lesson for you. And use it to, like, because it's not real and it's a game. Use this as an opportunity to toughen yourself up and just give your head a shake. It's really hard to deal with these situations, okay? Because it's all you're thinking about. You're not. You're only weak if you believe it.
No, I'm weak when I care.
No, listen to me.
I'm exactly like this.
No, listen to me. Listen to me, okay? You're only weak if you let yourself believe that you're weak. If you let yourself think that this is going to eat you up and that you're not going to be able to deal with it and you're not going to be able to deal with the pain, then you're right. But if you tell yourself, listen, fuck, that sucks, but this is a game. This is what I've been telling myself. How do you think I'm in the position where I can talk to you like this and I'm not upset about going home and I'm not, I'm hurt by all that stuff. It took me a couple of days, big, deep breaths. I realized what's going on. This is what it is. It's a game. I had a good time. That's it. You have to try to teach yourself how to do that. And the only thing, I'm not going to be here, but everyone else that you were with is still here. and use them and just deep breaths. Understand that what you're doing is for the goal to win a game. Okay? It's a game. And when we meet up at the rap party, we're gonna have a fucking awesome time together. Okay? And we're gonna give each other our phone numbers, and I'm gonna come visit you in Montreal in the summer. Okay? And we're gonna do everything that we talked about. And it'll be all great. It's all sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows after that, all right? And
if you do see any conversation with John, though, it's because I have to keep him calm and I have to make him think that I didn't tell Kenny everything. You have to understand that. I had to tell Kenny everything that John said because they're part of my alliance. But Kenny knows everything because I had to go and tell him.
well, who's part of your what? Because Kenny's
Kenny's
part of
my alliance, you understand?
Yeah.
So it's basically what I was doing with Ika is what I had to do today with John. I was like, don't worry, I didn't go say anything. I know, I have your back. I'm not gonna put you up. I'm not gonna vote against you. And I told Kenny everything. You have to play it. Like I'm just.
Don't worry, you do what you have to do.
No, but I'm not saying.
I know, but I'm not gonna think.
No, it's nothing. I'm just saying, like Kenny knows that, like, I had to, because when I was told all these things that you were doing against me, I was like, it's impossible. But I couldn't tell him that he's lying, right?
Yeah, but there's the things that he's saying aren't the truth. There's
believe
truth
you.
to them. Like, I was trying to stay here. The way that he said I was going about it, that's where the question of it comes down to, right? So was I seeing if there's a possibility for me to stay? Yeah. But was I like outright saying this and that? No. Okay. And you at the end of the day, we'll see what's going down at the end. But for now, I had a glimmer of hope about staying, and the thing is that if I stay, it's bittersweet, and if you stay, it's bittersweet. Neither one of us are going to be happy at the eviction, regardless of who goes home, because the other one's leaving, and the other one's staying, and so it's shitty. It doesn't. The only thing when I go home, if I stay, I stay, and you go home, and that sucks, and I have to stay in this fucking house. If I leave, I'm gone, and I get to go home and fucking do what I want and have a good time, okay? And not watch this show until the end of the season. Okay?
I don't want you to ever think for 1 second I was doing anything against you. You're gonna see, I promise to you.
I don't. I just don't want our last day to be upset with each other, okay?
I hate that they win.
I know, but don't let them.
I know, but it's just like, it was so weird. I was like, what? Like, it's so weird.
Johnny is a shyster,
It's
man.
not only him.
Well, Adele's a shyster, too.
Not only him. It's weird. But
And Netta and Heather, they're bullshitters, too. Heather doesn't even have a brain of her own. She's just attaching herself onto Adele, who is, he attaches himself to people, so it doesn't even make sense.
So are they mad at me, though? That
No.
I say that I'm alone and whatever?
No,
They just don't want me to doubt
just
them
giving you
anymore.
a heads up. Yeah.
They just don't want me to doubt them
Yeah.
anymore.
Okay?
I want Allison to know that I have her back.
She knows that. You just need
I hope
to,
she has mine too.
just, she does. You just need to make sure.
What?
You just need to be strong. Okay?
I really hate this.
Yeah. I hate it. Trust me, it sucks. So much.
I'm not scared that you're gonna get mad at me because I know you're gonna see the truth really, really soon. So that's why I'm okay. In that sense, I'm just so sad. It had to be between me and you.
I know. That's why I wanted to talk to you. That's why I just started talking, because I don't want it to be like this at the end when we're...
I literally have not been able to even say or think of anything to say to you at the end because I don't want to sit by you. And I really don't feel guilty because I know you're gonna see everything. That's why I don't feel guilty. You know what I mean? Really, really don't. Not 1%.
Good.
I put you on a golden pedestal. Literally.
Good.
And I said over and over, he may talk a lot in all his accents, but only I'm allowed to say he's annoying. No one else. He is amazing. He has a heart of gold. No, 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 no. And that's when it comes. So, do you think you should get me against? It's as if like they poke the dragon, and then they ask me if you feel defeated. And I'm like, where did that come from? There's so many things that I feel like they tell you on purpose.
Of course.
Just like today, they called you, me, then John and Heather.
Yeah, whatever. I'm done with it.
I just don't want you to be mad at me.
I'm not.
And
Do I look mad at you?
No, I'm sorry, I'm sweating.
It's okay.
I just also don't want you to think that I was doing anything.
I don't. Believe me, okay?
Zero.
Believe me.
Okay.
Okay? I just don't want to think about it anymore. Because it's annoying me and it sucks. So let's just not worry about it, okay? And tomorrow, today's almost done. Tomorrow's here soon, and then get on with it.
I
Okay?
Like I never thought I was gonna come in here and care about people as much as I do.
It's bound to happen when you're in a house with people for so long, right? It's tough to avoid it. Hey, babes.